Shalom from Olive Tree. Welcome. I have my guest, teacher, Sergey Kuptsov. Hi, Sergey.
Hello.
How are you? Wow, look at this. Papers, papers.
Yeah. You know, I like to write down.
Yeah.
I'm not typing.
Okay, like last time we talked about the COVID and the coronavirus.
Yes.
And where did this come from? This is the plague, how we have to come through, how we have to pray, why this is happening.
Yeah,
So, and to be
we
continued?
live in a very egoistical world, you know. Me, about me, everything about me, and we...
So, yeah.
Yeah, and... but it's kind of, you know, the second temple was, and it's so easy. People talking about love, but people hate. You know, there is a baseless hatred was the reason destroying a second temple, you know.
Yes.
And if God is love, we have to revise our Christianity and think about not ourselves, but about others. Not look for yourself, you know, about others.
Not to be self-centered.
Yeah, it's up to God to make a new day. We do not know what is coming in new day. You know, it was so easy to hate strangers, you know, of offsprings, and not thinking, especially strangers. And as we've been talking, as a Christian, we're responsible for everything what is going on in this world, because we're affecting this world.
That's
you
right.
know, and then God, through us, He is acting. And what we're building? What we're building? We're building churches. You know, if you not a kingdom, you can see report. I open 100 churches. I go to Africa, open 25 churches. Nobody talking about how to build kingdom,
Yes.
how to understand kingdom. What is a kingdom about? You know, we're making Western American church and consider ourselves with the best one in the world. You know, in England they don't know how to believe. In Africa will come there. For some reason, who gave these feelings? Who gave this understanding that we are the best? You know, be the best. We are the best, and the wrong theology. Wrong theology. There is not a theology of Bible today that we have to be purified, cleansed, a purification and cleansing process. Our heart is evil. That's right. God knows my heart. Yes, it's evil. We have to have something in our heart to cleanse it up. And when we think that I am safe, I'm better. And it's, again, I'm always saying, we're not better. It's a process. It's the beginning, you know. It's the beginning. When we get born again, it's at the very beginning. Hello, there is a long way to go. There is a long way to go. And not just learn, but how to do things. You know, and God, Yeshua will coming back. But everyone in church, again, want to go away and leave everything behind. Meek will inherit. We should make kingdom here. What is a kingdom? It's not American church. It's painful to hear, you know. It's not a Catholic church kingdom. That's His kingdom. We should learn and make it, you know. Because how? Because every single part of tabernacle they built for Aaron to inaugurate him and to be a high priest, Mashiach high priest, anointed. They get into this. They know every single part, how it should be. You know, they make his garment. They dressed him up. They prepare everything. What we're preparing the church. Church is the body. Church is not a kingdom.
That's right.
Church is not a kingdom. And to understand His coming, He's a bridegroom. He's a groom. That's right. And when we don't understand how who is the bride? Who is the body? And the friends of the bridegroom. We in total mess. You know, bride, and our place as Gentiles, in this everything. We, for some reason, we're rejecting Hebrew people and replacement theology, churches, a bride, and everything. No. Read carefully. Read carefully. And we're using even salvation. It's like a mental agreement to the doctrine of the churches. You know, there is a Bible said there is many salvations. There is a many salvation. There is a many salvation. You're surprised about this? Ask a real Hebrew text. You know, and all these many things give us. I would say, give us many questions. Many questions. Or people can say, you know what? There is 10 virgins. There is not written the bride. 10 virgins. We have to understand who they are. You know why? And in the middle of the night. In the middle of the night. Remember, in Egypt, the angel of God in the middle of the night.
Yes.
It's a very dangerous time again. You know, and many things. And can Gentiles? Only Gentile bride cannot bring groom to Israel. Only the body of Yeshua, which is a kahila, and the people call it church. Church came from circle and circus. Sometimes it's real circus, what they're doing, you know. Sometimes it's real circus. They're getting more in circus. And kahila and Yeshua has a big concern about his kahila, because he is the kahila will bring bridegroom, yeah, to the chuppah, and he will come out from the chuppah again, and taking the bride, yeah. But being a friend and being close to Yeshua, you should be engrafted. Without being engrafted, what does that mean to be engrafted?
Yeah, this is what my question. What is engrafted? Engrafted. Okay, I love Israel. I'm engrafted. I believe in Yeshua. What does it mean to be engrafted?
That's what is written. Wild branch gets into the real branch, yeah.
But practically, tell me practical.
Okay, you have to have. What is the root of the olive tree means? Yeah, in olive tree we're reading that's a branch of olive engrafted. That is a service. The service established in Israel. Everything written in Torah. You know, to understand this, you have to understand Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Everything. You know. And when we reject this, we don't understand who is Abraham, who is Isaac, who is Israel. You know. When we're there, we're taking everything Jews from where, yeah? Who are the people saying root is Jesus or root? No, Yeshua never been a root. Roots are for fathers. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They did a huge, if I can say, historical job, you know, historical job, and they have their phases, what they've done. We should understand this. And we should come back to the beginning to understand. Yes, we built even Aaron, yeah, was a part of building golden calf. It was red. But what we should, when we build the wrong thing in the Aaron, we come out with the same gold in powder mixed with water. They drink it. Remember Moses made them. We should come out from this golden calf what we built, and And we should be in with our roots. We should understand what is at the beginning. Where at the beginning we should turn 180 degrees and come back to the Torah. You know, don't forget. Don't be afraid of the word Torah. Why people taking away? Because they're making Western religion. You know, and they need so many in the Bible. So many things are translated wrong, or changed names, but not all the names. Ask yourself questions all the time. Ask yourself questions. Check, learn it yourself, and to do something with this, because you know, people saying, okay. We're missing unity, because as a church we separate from people who are not believers yourself, but all the people in the great believer, they've been identifying with all nation. You know, as the church we separated. We're saying no, they're not ours. We're better than them. But we should. How I can say, that's our concern, where they go, what they do, and what we do affect them. You know, today in time of COVID, that's our mistakes.
In time of what?
Of COVID. Our mistakes affect people who are not believe, not their mistakes. Because look at us, because he brings judgment, at the beginning of judgment from the house.
Yes.
That's right. And unity, there is unity, must be unity. What is unity? Who is going to fight for unity? And there's a lot of, you know, United Boston, whatever, things like it's a fake organizational, because unity in Romans 15, from 1 to 6, granted by God through the Yeshua. We should have one Yeshua. Yeshua is a Mashiach of Israel. You know, he's coming back to Israel. When can I maybe find to read one thing very fast. Okay, you remember that's. Thessalonians 1, 4:17, and we meet him and we will be forever together. You know? But where is Yeshua coming? Yeshua coming to Jerusalem. What the Jerusalem coming? Yeah, he is coming for the wedding. That's right. People can say in Revelation, and God took me to the high mountain, and I see the bride Jerusalem were coming. It's saying only about that Jerusalem, that's bride in Israel, which is a bride from God, because God created Israel, you know. And the bride cannot bring, as I said, a groom to the Israel, you know. Gentiles, team, body, 10 tribes. I came only for the house of Israel, for the 10 tribes, which is where all spread it all the world, you know. And there is Yeshua came and gathered all the nations, all the Goyim, all the tribes, to bring them to the where? To the Jerusalem, yeah, for the wedding, and to be together again, all the tribes. And that we must be engrafted in that, not creating our own kingdom, which is so corrupted and wrong. And when we're doing wrong, you know, we cannot bring, we cannot combine simply Israel, the Hebrew people. It's useless with Jesus. It's useless. We cannot preach them evangelical message about church going up somewhere upstairs and flying like a pilots on the clouds. We should bring the Hebrew Yeshua to Israel. Hebrew Yeshua to Israel. But to know that, we should have the Jews from them, from the Torah, from the scripture, to understand all this. We have to understand all this and to change our mindset to have a mindset of Yeshua. In the Bible, they written, oh, church. When you read a church in scripture, delete this word and put kahila, because it's absolutely wrong stuff. Sometimes people, oh, look, there is...
Okay, what does it mean, kahila?
Kahila, it's assembly.
Okay.
What Yeshua responsible for? It's 10 tribes and all the goyim, all the nations of the world, bringing to the Israel and united with Judah. That's a house of Israel, you know. And what we build today, we build a Western religious system, which is Egypt, you know. It's Egypt. And when people reading Isaiah 63, they don't want to see that Yeshua coming out of Edom. We build Edom, you know. And that is why we're having so...
So what does it mean, Edom?
Edom, it's a kingdom which built from Esau,
Okay.
you know. And Edom, they call Rome as well, you know. And that's what we should build. We should build his kingdom. We should build his kahila.
So
with
what is it?
one Yeshua.
Yes.
How we can have a one Yeshua? How we can have one Yeshua? We, only when we are united. We understand that the unity is granted from Romans 15, you know.
So what is it a definition of his kingdom? The God will be correct us, you know, during this plague, during these coronaviruses, until we'll build his kingdom. What is a definition of his kingdom? What is it?
His kingdom. What is the definition? That's his kingdom.
Okay, what is it? Because some people said, okay, what is it, his kingdom?
That's his kingdom, not building the church. His kingdom, it's a people from all of the world.
Okay.
From all of the world.
All
We
right.
cannot build the wall and say, we're Christian in America, you're Christian over there, make you there. We build that's vessels are like a body. Yeah, the vessel, they connected to one another. We build actually his kingdom, Israel, here. You know?
So we have to change the service.
Yes.
Okay, we have
definitely.
to change what?
Sunday to Shabbat.
Sunday to Shabbat.
Shabbat, yeah. Absolutely.
So we have to
change.
put, you know, the Hebrew calendar,
And,
shortly
yes,
speaking.
that's right. And because we should follow all their
Yes. We have to take all of the pagans' holiday out and put, you know, the biblical feast.
And look, we have so many different services, so many rules. We're saying that, you know, in Baptist Church one regulation, in evangelical another, in Catholic another. We have
So, yeah.
everywhere is a different. You know what? But no. We should have one. Yeah. In the first church, remember the people coming and having letters from there. They have one service.
So what does it mean? The building is closed right now. The people stayed, you know, practically individually at home.
Yes.
You know, and of course, maybe it's in the best way, you know, to have a services on Zoom. But
Because
it's still,
wrong service.
Yeah, but
Building
still,
is a part of service.
but it's still, you know, they have only individual, you know, they stayed at home. Plus, now with internet, you can browsing, you can find, you know, the teaching, you know, what you can search, where is the truth. Not just only your pastor, not only your congregation, you can be all over by internet with service.
Yeah.
You know, like we are, you know, we can have a service to Israel, Ukraine, whatever, or from Israel or from Ukraine. So they think, you know, this is the something, you know, the God doing the good things for us. The threshold.
It's a difficult thing, yeah. It's a time of lots of losses.
Losses, yes.
You know,
Very
and,
hard.
yes. But the thing to how we come out from this was what? You know, how we submitted to King's rulership freely, you know, and revise our what we're doing, what we're making. You know.
So what do you think, Sergey? The church will be coming back for what is previous?
No,
What it
I
will
don't
be
think
never?
so, because there is a lots of building will be abandoned.
Okay.
Abandoned. A lot of things will be lost. A lot of pastors will go away.
Run away.
That's the purpose. Correct the service from God.
And
And
always-
look, 6 feet. Like a number 6. What's number 6?
Yeah, we have to keep the
Yeah,
distance
if we-
six.
yeah.
What is it?
6
What is it,
feet,
6?
Number 6. It's a number of the world.
Number of the world,
Ethiopia.
yes. But it's still, the hope. You know why? Because always we'll have a remnant.
Yeah.
The remnant who will be still keep, the God's commandment, who will be follow, the God's rules, who will be find, the real Yeshua, real Messiah, and still they preach the real
a
word.
redemption, maybe it would be unusual for people, strange to hear this. From Egypt, they have only physical redemption. When Yeshua come, will be total spiritual redemption. That's the process
Yes.
again, and we should go for this. We should go for this and think about that we should be redeemed from inside.
You look at this, the small virus, they took everything, the people left people naked. Because some people even think, to be a believer, just go to church and come back after the church or have a food fellowship, it's it. But it's nothing. You cannot cover yourself with anything. You have to be by yourself with God.
And to be engrafted in it's like to change our DNA, because look, where is the DNA of God? Hashem,
Yes.
Yehudi, and Yeshua.
Yes.
We have to be engrafted into this, to have the same DNA.
Yes.
Not to building what we. Salvation is a process. Not I'm saved. I'm saved. What's the thing?
Yes.
Well,
thank you so much for watching us, and I think that during this difficult time, yes, of course we have to pray for salvation. Of course we have to pray for protection, but we have to realize what God wants from us during this difficult time, during this pandemic, during these viruses, when looks like, the no way, not the end.
And only Torah will help to understand what is His kingdom.
That's right.
What is tabernacle.
That's right.
It's
That's
not
right.
a church.
It's not a church. It's not a church. Thank you so much. Thank you. Goodbye. Stay safe. God bless. Shalom.